Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy. We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show.
Hello!
Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show episode. Can you guess it?
250! And it just so happens to also be the 250th for the 4th of July of the Great Experiment. And so we just happen to be 250 as well. So, woo! 250th.
The Great Experiment?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, recall that from history class.
Did you know that this was the 250th year for the 4th of July as well?
No, I had no idea.
That's why it's a big deal. And we got the World Cup here and everything. So it's been really, really awesome. All right. Do you even know that that's going on?
Oh, no, I didn't know the World
Cup.
Cup.
Okay.
Just to know it's the 250th.
Okay.
Do I gotta go actually buy fireworks this year?
Oh, I don't think in California you can. In Illinois, we can.
We definitely can't blow off fireworks in California.
Like in your backyard, just boom.
Don't go to Hawthorne.
Don't listen to him at all. I look forward to the day when all fireworks are silent, because they are developing those and working on those. What?
You're going to kill the spirit of 4th of July.
That is not the spirit. The sound is not the spirit of 4th of July at all. Is like...
Is the sound not the spirit of 4th of July, guys?
It only ruins all the poor animals and...
Okay, that, and we are dog trainers. That is absolutely
Yes,
true.
I hate what it does to animals and yeah.
Anyone who...
Ginger!
Anyone who wants to send in a question, please throw it into the chat. If we're answering... Oh, sorry, Jenny. Just right in your face. If we're answering your question from our papers or we're answering a question that you submitted, please just follow up with us. We like the back and forth. The conversation feels a lot more fun, especially for everyone watching too. Yeah, Ginger's a little happy.
She has a lesson.
To do that, we're sent in.
She has a lesson today too. I get to do it. She's so cute. Oh, I haven't pulled up. Hang on. Look how much better. Look how much better she already is just by me doing just firm handhold and just waiting her out, regulating my energy, helping her regulate hers, because she's very happy to see us. Hi, baby. Where'd my phone go?
All right, this is from a Lynn Tuck. Is this our link? No.
I've lost my phone.
All right. Teaching place. If I don't have a place cot, and I think my 16-week Bernese would eat bedding. Teaching place. If I don't have a place cot, I think then get a place. Pet cot. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to teach place. You want to teach place, but you don't want to use a dog bed. Get an elevated dog bed. My favorite brand is Vehoo. Vehoo. Those are about $45 for a medium. And the other brand that we use here in the school that are a bit more durable, or they're at least more easily replaced, they're a little cheaper, is K&H brand. And that one's like I think $30 for a medium or a large. So their price is a little bit lower, but the Vehoo definitely lasts a little bit longer. It's an elevated dog bed. It has no cushion. You can get the ones with cushion. You would not, or you just pull the cushion off and not use it in the beginning. And you could condition them to eventually learn how to settle on the place. Now, I still think you're going to get some chewing, but that feels more like a boredom issue to me. So if I had my dog on place, they are chewing the corners of the cot. They're bored. One thing I'm asking is, have I done training before expecting them to be able to stay on place? What's wrong?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh.
It's me. It's me. But her mic was getting caught. I guarantee. Could you guys hear that? Hopefully you could. Boom. It was my mic. All of them could hear off of her mic. Her mic still picks up quite a bit. I was watching it. What was I saying?
You were saying that let's make sure that you are also training the dog to be calm on place in the first place.
Energy levels really do matter. If you're not exercising them physically and also mentally, then when you put them on place, there's still this like well of energy that's bubbling over, and they would really struggle to settle. So I'm going to do some training first, place pattern 10-15 minutes, which is just easy. Place, sit, good food. Come back to place, sit, good food. And I'll do that until they start kind of automatically laying down. That's when I start doing more duration work where I step back, pause, move in, good food. Like, we're actually training dogs how to be calm. We can't just put them on place, teach place and expect calm dogs. It actually takes a bit to teach them how to settle once that energy is low. By the way, when energy goes low, they want to zoom, not settle on place. It is a top behavior. You got to get some spatial pressure, some body blocking. When they want to get off, you kind of intercept and move, say no, block their path. They back off and sit. You take a step back, pause, move in, good treat. So you're not rewarding them right after you block them. That would teach them to push boundaries and get rewarded for it. You're rewarding them when they give up on the push and then they wait for a couple seconds. That's what I'm actually treating. And eventually I just pull up a dining room chair. I can pull the cot up to the couch where I'm sitting, I'm comfortable. They can exist with us there. Do you want to add anything?
What I would say is to also look at how you're handling your puppy. So you saw Ginger's response when she first came in here.
I knew you wanted to address that.
And now, like, she's getting a nice little doggy massage. If she hits another peak of like going crazy, I'm not gonna force it. I'll try to settle her down one more time, but then I'm gonna put her away like she's done, right? If your affection a lot of times causes the reaction that Ginger had when she first came in, like lots of excitement, nipping, spinning, running around, doing zoomies after she's pet, you are mostly just representing excitement. There's no authority there, and authority is leadership, and it provides calmness to the dog, a sense of security. And so you need to make sure that your touch and the affection that you share is mostly the kind that makes the puppy melt into it and settle versus hyperactivity.
And by the way, we're pushing Ginger a little longer than she should because we're getting obsessive licking, which normally obsessive licking at home,
But this
that
is
would be
better than normal.
Oh, no
So
doubt in
this
my
is
mind.
huge
She's
improvement.
basically showing you how far she can push the improvement. But if you are getting this obsessive licking at home, that's something that if you guys can't stop, that would be when I put them back on place. So that's them getting a little overstimulated. She knows how to address it by moving her hands and then kind of getting a deeper pressure massage so she arches her head back.
Isn't that right?
I think that feels pretty good.
From someone.
Who's a friend?
Remember you had someone ask if they should bring their puppy to the office? And you were like, as long as it's not a Connie, and it was a Connie.
Yes. My
What
joke.
do we have?
My 13-week-old Connie Corso has been with me at work for a month now and has been so good.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Love to hear it. I'm glad it worked out for
Wonderful. Keep it up. And I would just encourage you to go ahead and build a relationship with a one-on-one trainer, because Connies, it's part of their personality to go through an aggressive phase through adolescence.
That doesn't mean they have an aggressive personality, but if it's going to stick, it's going to be after that moment.
Rotties do it too. Like it's
Doggies
a
as well.
protection breed thing. Oh, are we done?
They're literally bred for that. They're bred to be able to switch on a dime if they need to.
I just can't tell you how many times we've seen it where they're great because they're still in cute puppy mode. So yes, you do build the socialization, but you have to continue it through adolescence, and then don't be surprised if someone walks in, it's the UPS man, she jumps up and barks, and
In
so
like a year and a half. It might
or
be in a
not
while
even
or
that.
in a week and a half. Like
Yeah.
we're saying is you have a large window of maturity up to about probably a Connie, I would say about
2 and
3
a
years
half,
old.
3, yeah.
I think 3 for socialization because I think you'll get a lot of developmental stages in there where personality switches up a little bit.
So I would just already want a relationship with a trainer that knew my dog and could help me facilitate these moments that are probably going to happen.
Yeah, you don't want to find them after the situation happens. You want
Right.
to find them before.
Exactly. Okay. You want, I think we had one on here.
I had my chat. Do you have anything for yours?
No, I don't have anything on mine. Come on, Instagram.
I actually have a lot.
Give me some questions.
All right. 12-week Cavapoo who doesn't like dog food will, and that's all I have, probably will eat a few bites and then walk away from it.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this one or do you want me to hit it?
It's simple. Just I would just wet the food. And I'm guessing that at the age and small breed dogs, a lot of them do not like hard food, and it's really uncomfortable for them with puppy teeth. And so just put a little bit of water or bone broth or something yummy in there, and
Small breed kibble too.
make sure it's small breed kibble, and wait till it gets a little spongy, which takes 5 to 10 minutes.
They're that big. They're like, you can't even see the opening in my fingers.
Yeah.
The kibble are very tiny, meant for small mouths. Those back molars right now only have shredders. There are no molars.
Yeah.
What I mean by shredders is the teeth that just rip your hands apart when they love you. Those are shredder teeth. They're meant to nurse and also shred small pieces of meat.
Yeah.
To be able to eat a small portion of food. For the kibble, they probably can't crunch them, so they're being expected to swallow them. The wetness soaks it, absorbs, and it makes it a bit more spongy and easy to eat.
Olivia says 2-year-old toy poodle barks and growls at other dogs when outside.
You stole my phone.
When outside on leash, unless I let her run up. She is just wanting to say hi. Olivia, we typically don't answer 2-year-old dogs because it's not really a puppy anymore, but I don't want to just completely leave you hanging. I would say that this is definitely a relationship issue as well as confusion on the dog's part, like, because it builds a lot of frustration being on leash. But if they think that they're allowed to go up to a dog sometimes and not other times, that's very confusing. If I was you, I would, with a 2-year-old dog, I would want head control, and I would really be working on break or go say hi, like whatever you name you have. Break, go sniff the bush, come heel. Walk and heel for a little bit. Break, go sniff the bush, come heel. Let's go, do a few turns, come heel. And so that, and then you see the mailman, you see someone going into their house, the dog barking behind the fence. You're practicing break and then come into heel. And you're really, what you're doing is you're practicing giving the dog permission of when they're free versus when they're not free. Because if you're not doing that when they don't see a dog, they don't understand why sometimes they see the dog, sometimes they don't. It builds a lot of frustration, a lot of drive. So that would just be like a little tidbit.
I think you should find a private trainer. I really do, because head control, even for a toy poodle, they don't weigh enough for pressure to make them need to turn. They have to want to turn. They can literally just walk backwards still barking, and you're even probably creating like leash frustration and eventual reactivity more than what you already have. Yeah, I think you should get a private trainer, because you probably want to backtrack a little bit. You want to start doing inside training, outdoor training in a really, really, really controlled environment that you see a dog, I can move away out of sight, train my dog down into calm, and then be able to readdress that situation. If what I just said sounded confusing, you need a dog trainer. That's what a dog trainer like kind of bridges that gap from something you hear online to something you can actually implement.
Philly says, I like this one a lot. This is good. My 4-month-old puppy bites the leash, will jump up and bite the leash when training outside. So it's specific to stimulation is my guess. How do I stop this other than stepping on the leash and just waiting the dog out? That is a good technique, but it is a bit of a Band-Aid, you're right, rather than teaching him to not do the behavior.
It reacts versus addressing and then eventually preventing.
Right. I personally, if I was your trainer and I came to your home, I would look at everything you're doing with your dog in a day before we addressed the biting. And I know that's really annoying, but for me, it's like ethical to the dog first. So for me, if that is such a go-to for your puppy, a 4-month-old, I'm thinking this dog needs pressure relieved in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to drop the leash and let the puppy drag the leash, or I just hold the end of it so there's no tension. I'm not accidentally doing tension and demanding things with the leash too soon at 4 months old.
Which can create frustration and then retaliation.
Right. So everything is, because we're trying to get rid of some of this, we're going to address it. But in the meantime, we need to practice getting rid of all the conflict. So when we do address it, because it will happen again, even if there's no conflict, it's more meaningful to the dog, and they're much less likely to fight you again on it. So for me, I would focus on 2 things. I would really focus on building some food drive in the house. That's going to work outside as well. So maybe my outside lesson is first thing in the morning before the puppy has had any meal and they haven't eaten since the day before. That's one element that I would harness. The other thing is I might try play. I might try doing tug first, and let's get the bite. It's still dragging a leash, like just buy a cheap 15-foot long lead on Amazon and go in my backyard and do 15 minutes of play. Now, if that's too much for a 4-month-old, do 5 to 8 minutes of play and then try some training. If they're totally drained, then you need less play. But get some of that overstimulation of woohoo, I'm up and I'm out in this big world. Get some of the edge taken off first with some tug and drop it, tug and drop it, and focus on building really good accountability for the dog through toy activity, and then try some food work. Okay, that would be my go-to. And if the dog is truly like nice and tired, you can put them away. I would really focus on not using the a leash, just having it drag for 3-4 days. And then I would start using the leash again. A little bit of pressure for cum, you know, for a piece of food. And as soon as I get the biting or anything like that, I'm going to be honest, even for a 4-month-old, I'm just going to give it a little tug, just a little tug. Like, nope, we don't bite the leash, just a little pop and release. We don't bite it. If it gets all crazy, if you've got some cattle dog or something, we would do just a little bit of pressure, just de-escalation pressure up in the air. No big deal. Just, you don't lift them off the ground. Good Lord, don't do that. But it's
all
just
4 paws on the ground, unless they bring their front paws to grab.
Yeah, they might jump up. They might jump up to
then
grab
you
the
go
leash.
with the movement,
and then down. Yes. And that is another way that is just, it's not, we're not doing it as a punishment. This is not like a hardcore up in the air. It's just like, hey, calm down, dude. Like, take a chill pill. And then I'm going to drop the leash pressure. Food, come, good puppy, sit, food. And we're going to redirect back to what we were doing in the first place. That would be my suggestion. Do you have anything to add?
You didn't mention any enrichment, and I think a 4-month puppy who's doing all of this, bite and leash, I think he probably needs to get a little bit of sniff time in the morning, right before he does his training time.
Before you demand anything of him?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I think you have a really neurotic puppy and probably high energy, really excitable.
He meant that in the most loving and constructive way.
It's like manic. It's like when you see a puppy who's doing backflips to go say hi to a dog, and your dog's sitting there kind of calm, being like, holy smokes, that dog's got a lot of energy. You think, whoa, that's a little manic. But puppyhood is about mania. So we just have to adjust it. I like everything she said. I would also do the same thing. After my potty, I do like maybe 5-10 minutes of enrichment sniffing. I would do a 10-foot for that, but I would also let it drag.
And that means walking with your puppy
Ears,
through the yard.
Eyes, nose.
Yeah, you're not pulling.
But not mouth. You're actually letting them just sniff and kind of watch the birds fly. You're letting them check things out. And then when they start kind of getting into zoomy mode, you're like, ooh, and you kind of tamp down on that leash, switch to a shorter one that you can then drop on the ground. If they're starting to bite it or jump, you could then step on it to prevent that. But really what you're doing is you're just doing, in my opinion, I'd be doing the first 10 minutes, recall. And then eventually when the dog starts slowing down a little bit, adding in some sits, I'm just trying to slow that brain down. Would you do place in the backyard? I think I would. I want a stationary area that they could settle in.
I would do enrichment. I would do place in the backyard and food work. And then the moment the puppy started trying to nip at the leash or my hands or anything like that again, and they weren't focused on the food, I would try to give them something to bite and try to work on toy and tug and drop, and then go back to my food work. I will say real quick, there's a change you made. I think it was like a year ago, maybe longer. We work puppies in really challenging environments where we live. Very challenging places that most dogs never have to deal with and never have to see. And so the transition to even really, really busy streets to the park was often just too much for our puppies, and it was very challenging. And then he had this idea of spending the first 5 minutes of every park training sessions letting the dog sniff around, and you know, the social media buzzword for it is enrichment, but you're just letting your puppy get acclimated to the environment.
And let me go, I gotta jump one more thing in. It's not a sniff walk. You're not walking. It's just
stationary.
You're stationary. They're just moving around you. So you're not ruining your heel or your let's go work. You're just letting them be a dog, be free, and do the thing that they want to do your whole walk anyways that you prevent. Yeah. You don't have to prevent 50% of it if you give them 5 to 10 minutes in the beginning. Yeah. The older the dog, the longer window I give. Yes. I give my dog like 10, 15 minutes in the morning. I give puppies like 5 to 8 minutes because they just can't really handle much more without zoom, vroom, vrooming.
And that's where we just felt like we were fighting the younger adolescent puppies like crazy. It would be their first session at the park in weeks, and they were just nutso the first 10 minutes, and it was like a struggle.
Yeah. It felt like we were micromanaging and then suppressing all of their puppy emotions in order to get what we wanted out of obedience. Yeah. That's not really mutual. That's not fun for the puppy. So you get a lot of conflict. Stop fighting your puppy. Give them a little bit of what they need. Now I said ears, eyes, nose, but not mouth. Mouth is picking up grass and dirt and items off the ground and cigarette butts. We don't allow any of that. So when I start seeing them pick up things, that's when I go, oh, overstimulation's kicking in, I'll try to draw them away like 2 or 3 times. If they keep going back for it, that's when I end enrichment, and that's when I start to warm up for my training. So I switch gears pretty quickly if I get that eating.
There's some exceptions. There's some lazy leaf eating, but he's talking about real intent to grab and pick things up.
They're like lunging at it.
Like give it to me.
Like it's their final meal.
But anyway, that made a huge difference in the lessons, and he started doing that all on his own like a year or 2 ago. So good.
You got to tell Kimberly how to do that. I felt so good when you said that.
And so anyway, take that with a grain of salt, but hopefully it helps you out. Lynn Tuck, what sort of schedule would you recommend for a 16-and-a-half-week-old Bernese Mountain Dog?
The same, Lynn.
Hello,
I didn't realize these are all from Lynn. They're all Lynn's.
Oh, she's like,
I got some questions.
Yeah. Do you mean a potty training schedule? Here's the thing. Bernies kind of poop out pretty quick. So 16 weeks old, you might do 5-10 minutes you might not even be able to do work and then play. Like we consider work to be like the walk or obedience work. You're just practicing your commands in different areas. And then you've got play, which
might be too lazy.
Which is structured. And a lot of times we sandwich those together. A lot of puppies do best with that. Your dog may not. You may need to do food work and then he goes and sleeps for 2 hours. And I know we're going to pause, but I always feel bad.
Good old Instagram.
I know. But I would, and then he might sleep for 2 hours and then come out and do 10-15 minutes of structured play and then go sleep for 2-3 hours, And so much of it is dependent on your puppy. If you mean specifically potty training, let me read the rest of your questions. What to work on for training for a 16-and-a-half-week-old? Come, place, staying on place duration, and let's go. And stopping at all thresholds, crate, we call it house, and front and back door thresholds. Those would be my things. And I would say check out our online school. We haven't. If you're
every
looking
one of these questions is in our workshop in our library as well. Yeah, it's pretty interactive too. Very intuitive.
Yeah, just go to thepuppyacademy.com and you can check out. We have a plethora. We have classes, and then we have all the other types of questions too. All
right. Can I do one?
How to get a puppy comfortable.
Guys, I don't know if you want to know, but someone's leaving because their comment has been ignored.
I saw you, feline friends. I'm already looking at your question.
Thank you for announcing it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to be nicer to her.
That was nice. I said I'm sorry.
Right under her, there's a great 8-week-old question.
Well,
you can go back
she asked a pretty simple question. She asked a simple question. What breed was the dog in your lap? I don't know. Something?
I don't know.
She's some sort of Pomeranian mix.
Pomeranian mix. We just love the dogs and train them. We don't really care about the breed too much, unless it affects the training when they hit like 6 to 8 months old.
I love to know the breed, but that question wasn't. I thought you said it was a good question.
I was trying to be nice. You were mean to her.
Well, that wasn't a good question. It was just
when I take my new 14-week-old puppy, this is not her question. Oh. When I take my new 14-week-old puppy out of the crate, should I keep him attached on a leash to me? He doesn't have to be attached to you, but I would be holding the leash. When I go out for potty, I'd be holding the leash. When I'm back in the living room, I've already done my walk, play, and training, so I've already kind of done the things that are going to calm him down, relax him, and tire him out. Then I could technically drop my leash on the ground in the room that I'm in, have a couple toys there, so he kind of learns how to break, which is supervised separation, in this closer environment. If I start seeing my puppy leave the room, I'm like, there's only 2 things they want to leave the room for: chewing or pooping or peeing. Oh, I guess it's 3. Chew, poop, or pee. So I just put my foot on the leash. It kind of stops them short. Puppy come with food. Good treat. Place, good treat. So I kind of just guide them back. Now, you didn't ask this part, but I'm gonna give it to you anyways. We have a bit of a 3-strike rule. If I'm in break, which is like supervised separation, that's where I'm basically giving my puppy existence time outside of the crate, either on a back tie, a leash dragging on the floor, and a playpen, something like that. But when I start getting them leaving the room, that's in my mind where I'm like, oh, okay, strike 1, which is just a puppy come, or if they're doing something we don't like, a no, then puppy come. I always try to redirect to a good in some way so I can reward them at the end of it. Strike 2, they're chewing on the carpet. 5 minutes later, no, I kind of guide them away with the leash. And even when I'm giving these no's, we're not doing corrections. We're just giving a word and then redirect them away. If I get to that 3rd strike, I don't say no. I just take a deep breath, because by then you might even be a little frustrated if they're like in the big chewing phase and you lost a couple of cords and baseboards and walls and accents, and I can't even imagine, but you might be a little frustrated. Take a deep breath. wipe that emotion off your face, calmly pick up your dog. Don't put him by your heart, put him under your arm, or just use a leash and walk him too. And I just put him in the crate. It's not a negative association because you're not giving negative emotion or that no. That's them telling you, hey, you've done everything to help me. I can't settle down on my own. I probably need a bit of a nap. I probably need some crate time. You want to add to it?
No, you got it all.
That's my spiel. I like it.
All right, I think we should try rapid fire.
Yeah, okay.
Or
You took my phone.
At least we're gonna pretend.
Why do you have my phone? You
doing
got
rapid fire.
Instagram.
Because I was still thinking about the lady announcing her departure because we didn't say what breed the dog was, and I didn't.
No,
It
Leslie.
says feline.
I think it was feline Leslie or feline something.
Wasn't it a king?
What?
Anyways.
Okay.
Question one.
The person. How about that? So we are going to try rapid fire and try to go through the rest of your questions really quickly. And if we don't do it successfully, we're at least going to pretend that we're doing it quickly.
We just talk fast, but still give really long answers.
No.
No, that's what it's going to look like if we don't do it right.
Leah, I'm good with this one. I'm going to see if you could handle what I've got for Leah.
It better not be a food question.
What's a good way to transition going potty on the grass versus outside? Wait, what? Now I'm...
What?
Oh, on a grass patch. Why are you...
Versus outside?
Okay, a grass patch versus outside. I'm guessing there's a grass patch like on your balcony or something, and you're trying to transition to.
I just walk him to
different. You just
I get him out of the crate. I put him on a leash. I walk him to the patch. I
took
make him wait at the back door.
I was gonna say.
I make him wait
Just
at the
do
back
it.
door. Bethany,
Just
we're
do
rapid
it.
fire right
Just
now.
do it.
Just put him on the thing. Hold the leash over the patch.
the
If
thing.
they try to leave it,
No,
you just
not
kind
the
of.
patch. Grass patch to outside. You
Wait,
just
shut up.
You
I thought it was the opposite.
No, you just get rid of the grassy patch.
Yeah, get rid of the grass patch. Start walking them outside
Yeah.
on leash. You wait with them 3 to 5 minutes. If they don't potty, you put them back in the crate for 5 to 15 minutes. Then right back outside. Rinse and repeat. If they still don't go, give a little exercise and then try it again.
All right. How to get a puppy to not lunge towards food on the kids' table when walking out of the house to go potty. I mean, Jackie, come on. That's like a joke,
Leash, girl.
right?
You need a leash.
No, wait. To get puppy to not lunge towards food on the kids' table when walking out of the house to
Yeah, they're
potty.
taking them out of potty,
Oh.
so they're walking by the table, probably with the puppy. If the puppy lunges,
thought you were taking the kids.
if they're not on leash, then that's the problem. If they are on leash, as I see the dog already looking at that table, that's already like your moment. No, I'll just do a little, so you can't see, I'll just do a little check on the leash, whether I'm on the harness or the flat.
Yeah.
If the harness doesn't do anything, I might get like a slip leash or something to get a little bit more control. And then I'm just gonna do a little tug, say no, and then walk them right past it.
That's
You have an emergency. Your husband just called me, and he called you as well.
why.
Go take that.
Okay.
That's an emergency call.
Okay. Maybe.
Guys, we are going to end today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.